Hello!
Hello!
Welcome back to the 0% podcast. I'm Jake and I play D&D for Dildos and Douglos.
And I am Ethaniel, and I play D&D in real life, and I make webcomics called Project Comics.
Cool.
And we also have another special guest today. We have our first guest on the podcast. Or actually, we did have a guest last week as well.
Yeah, he was on for
kicked
like
him
4
off
seconds.
immediately.
He was being annoying.
Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hello,
What's your name, sir?
I'm Joe Byron.
Whoa!
Yeah, we have the President of the United States. Welcome to the 0% Podcast. It's so amazing to have the actual fucking president here.
I didn't
today.
even know that we had a
Hello?
guest booked for today.
Yeah, I
And we
booked him
got-
last minute.
The man
Hello?
himself?
Yeah, I was just signing the Declaration of the gay rights, and I realized that I want to speak to the young people.
Yeah, you're doing God's work, sir. Thank you.
God, he spoke to me one time. He spoke to me, and he whispered in my ear, and he talked to me about my hairy legs.
Joe, what are you doing?
Hey,
Who is this? Who is this? Who are you talking to? Hello, who are you?
Yeah.
This is Kamala. Who are you talking? You're not. It's past Joe's bedtime.
Kamala.
I'm hanging up.
Hey, what are you
Oh,
wearing?
they just disconnected.
Fuck. God damn it.
I don't know who that camel toe person
I know
was.
who she is. She introduced herself to us last week, remember? She said she was wearing a blue suit, sitting at a table.
Oh,
Yeah.
Was that last week?
Yeah.
She also told me not to come. I don't know what that was in reference to.
Yeah, that's the whole, that's the big difference between the left and the right.
It's the confusion. That's the big problem.
It's what I just don't get about the United States, is why we
That's what I
fight
just
over
don't
stupid
get.
things like that. Now, that's what I don't
Imagine
like.
naming your child a camel toe.
I would. I didn't give a shit about her.
Would you? Oh, I mean, yeah. Actually, that's actually really smart. If you don't want to have, because if you have a daughter, the last thing you want is for her to have a fucking boyfriend. So you name her Camel Toe.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that would work because guys are horny fucks.
Well,
but,
yeah.
If I
name
ever
her
did learn,
Olga, or
that might work.
Bertha.
If I ever learned that my daughter was getting railed by some kid, I would fucking probably, put one between the eyes.
Yeah, that's when I commit murder.
Yeah, it's, hey, bud, let's go out back. Let's have a talk.
I don't know how long I would be okay with. I straight up, if I have a daughter, she'd have to be at least 20 before. She has to have a career, have her life set up before I'm gonna be okay with that.
I mean, I'd be okay with my daughter having a boyfriend or something when she's 16 in school if it's nothing important, if it's nothing special. And it's sure, go get your fucking whatever,
I don't know.
Whatever fucking high school kids get out of relationships.
I don't know.
Until I find out they're fucking, then they're both dead. Then it's a murder suicide.
I'd have to
with my entire family.
Man, you know what because there's no way to avoid it. I mean, I can say it all I want, and I'm sure the 2% listeners who are actually the one woman listening to this hates me right now.
No,
but
0% listeners.
Could there be one woman listening right now? At least one.
Possibly. Tess might.
If I have a daughter, I think the smart way would be you obviously have to meet them, but if you ever met a girl's parents, which I've never done that before, but you'd obviously be on your utmost behavior. So what I would do, I would be as soon as I know he exists, without any hesitation, without preparing, because if they know ahead of time, then it ruins it. You have to go up and say, let me see his social medias. Let me know what his shit is.
What's his social
security
number?
If she does not provide his Instagram, his Twitter or whatever the fuck, all his shit, I need to know all his shit. You're telling me he doesn't have an Instagram? You cannot date him. If he does not have an Instagram, you cannot date him. I don't believe that. So,
son, if you're gonna date my daughter, I need to follow you
TikTok
on every single platform.
I want to know all this shit so I can look over all of it and then be if this kid's a douchebag, if I can tell he's a douchebag, I don't know about that one, Chief. I do not.
No, you see, because the problem isn't with the guy; it's with having a daughter.
Well,
So
yeah.
you would probably
Well,
be better off
it's not,
just, kicking her
Never
off a
having
cliff
kids.
like yeah,
Oh,
that too.
kick her
But
off
I
a
mean, like
cliff.
we could go, ancient Greek style. You have a daughter, you don't want a daughter, just
And if she
fucking punt
survives
that
and she
bitch.
like climbs her way back up, then that she's gonna be a badass. So
Yeah, then she's the chosen one,
okay,
and
I
she
guess
will
that
have
actually
her
does
own
work.
dynasty. Yeah, and yeah, and like the kid, the guy, I'd take him back in the backyard and be like, "Listen, bud, I get it. I've been 16 before." And then I'd pop a cap in his ass. But
Man, it's rough. I mean, that's fucking rough. It's crazy. It's fucking. I honestly, I'm so terrified of having a daughter. I'm so terrified of that.
if
Oh
she
my
did become the
god.
chosen one, that'd be badass. But you'd also be like the villain that she's trying to kill
I'm fine with
for
that.
her destiny.
Fine with that.
Yeah, I mean, like I'd still win that fight. Like she's a fucking woman.
Yeah. Well, I'd say let's start with the weekly blah, 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 and it's the weekly hate. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. What do we hate
Yeah.
this week?
Do you
Do
want
you
to
have
go
anything
first?
that you hate?
Yeah,
I'm guessing you don't have anything.
I do. I actually wrote this down
Okay.
as a topic, and it completely works as weekly hate.
Oh, okay.
I went first last week. You go.
No, I went first.
No,
You
I did. I
said you
was
had to
just
think of
editing
one.
the podcast.
What?
I was just
Oh
editing it.
man,
I went
I
first.
didn't have anything. I mean, do I hate anything this week?
Okay, I'll go
Like, in
first. So you can
particular?
think of one.
Okay.
All right, cutting that shit out. All right.
So what do you hate?
I fucking hate people who say like they greet you with like quips or not quips, but like generic bullshit where like if you walk anywhere, if you go anywhere and someone looks at you, you go, "Hey, what's up?" and they say, "Oh, same shit, different toilet." Like
I mean, it adds a little bit of spice to the conversation,
no, but I hate it so much because I know that motherfucker has said it like 4 times today.
You don't know that.
Yes, you do. People who say that, people who say shit like that, they say it to everyone they see. And if they don't say it to everyone they see, they say it to people that they don't give a shit about. And you're like, that's just
Maybe you're
rude.
just a funny, quippy guy. One time someone went up to me and they said, "Working hard." And I said, "Hardly working," because I was, in fact, hardly working. So, and I didn't say that to everybody I saw.
You're a piece of shit.
I mean, it was just perfect. It was perfect. It was perfect line because I was, in fact, doing jack and also shit. So,
No,
I
people
don't
like
know.
you need to die. People who do that shit are the worst.
Uh,
I hate it so much. It's like you're literally going to tell me some unoriginal bullshit to my face that I know you have said to multiple people today. Like, just say hi.
I mean, I hate it when people have like rhetorical. I mean, because technically it is fucking rhetorical questions what they fucking ask you. They either say, "How are you doing?" or "How's it going?"
Fucking
They'll
pisses me off.
say how did they say how's your day? Yeah, they say how's your day or how's it going. It's simply by Karens or whatever the fuck, or old people. They're like, "How's your day?" and you say, "Good, how's yours?" It's like a fucking script. Fucking hate it. And then people will be like, "How's it going?" Like, just say hi. Like, do you want me to answer? Because I used to fucking we already talked about this, but when our old boss would walk up to me every day, he'd say, "How's it going?" and I'd say, "Good." I'd say, "Good. How are you?" or "Good. How is it going for you?" Because but that's awkward. I fucking hated
No,
that shit.
that's way better. That's way better
I just
than
ignore it. I just say
trying to
hello
be creative.
because it's just a greeting. I literally
No,
just
when
ignore it and say
someone
hello.
looks me in the eyes and they say, "Same shit, different day," I want to like fucking rip their throat out with my teeth. Like, it pisses me off.
I think you just have a problem with whoever said that to you.
No, they're retarded. I'm
I think
not
you just
thinking
have
of
a personal
anyone in
vendetta against the
particular.
person who said that against you.
No, I don't.
I think you need to get that. Talk to a therapist about that one, Chief.
No. Next time someone says that to me, I'm just going to say, "Fuck you."
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think we should all say that more often to people.
Yeah, just like openly. I do it sometimes.
I think I just realized what my weekly hate is this week. I definitely, I realized it like yesterday that I fucking I believe I also fucking talked about this too. But I think I hate teenagers now. I think at first they were annoying, but now I hate teenagers because now because oh my god, like I
That's
feel like
weird. I mean, I thought that you loved teenagers. You're always talking about them and hanging out with them late at night at their
um
house.
well, not teenage boys.
Oh,
So
yeah.
me and
Okay
my
then.
me and my I have like a crew lead at work, and he's like 17. And well, let me paint this picture for you, because we're kind of chill with each other. We've been kind of chill with each other. I was like, I like working with this guy. It's better
Mhm.
than the crew lead that's a girl, because she's a fucking bitch.
Oh, so
And
that's the
not
guy
just
that you go hang out with at night.
yeah, but that's we're moving too fast here. I'm trying to
Okay.
explain here. But she's a fucking bitch, not just because she's a girl. It's because she's just a fucking bitch. Now, I thought he's pretty chill, but now I think he's getting a little too comfortable. Okay, he's getting a little too comfortable. He came in late yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Yeah, and he came in late, and as he was coming in and we're talking, he was like, "Bro, like my car smells like so much weed, dog." My car smells so fucking dank.
Did you fucking like give him a high five?
And I was like awkwardly smiling, cool, bro. And then he was like, "Well, I don't know why I was late, bro. Bro, I was at this girl's house, and like I was there till like 1 a.m., bro. Like all night. I was like, ooh, and I was like, okay, good for you, buddy.
What
And
color is this man?
he's what do you think?
Hmm.
What do
Well,
you
could be
think?
any color. You know,
He is
anyone might
my
act like
second
that.
half.
He's Mexican.
Yes.
Yeah, the second half, because there's the other one's more important. The other one is the first half.
Oh, I have another one too. That's what I remembered what I was actually gonna say before I came up with this one. So I have two weekly hates this week. I'm doing a double. Okay. So,
All
but
right.
what I was saying, I asked him later. I was like, "How old are you?" Because I don't even know how old he was. I thought he was like 18. He's 17, and I was like, it made more sense. It made more sense. And then as we're going through the day, the manager comes up to him and they're chill with each other, and he's like, "Bro, my car smells so dank, and I was fucking this bitch, and he was like, and then the next guy comes in. The next guy comes in work. He's like, "Bro, last night, bro." He was just like every person he talked to. Every single time a new employee, coworker came in, he would tell them the same series of events that occurred to him while he was late. Like unprompted, just had to tell them a story time about how he was smoking so much weed last night and fucking this bitch. And it was so cringy. Every single time he did it was so fucking cringy. And at one point I was like, I walked up to him as he was telling the story to this other kid. And they're all like fucking underage, bro. They're all fucking teenagers. And I was walking past him and I was like, "Bro, I just had sex for the first time." Like, it was like making fun
Hell
because
yeah.
it's just like no one gives a fuck. No one cares when you're an adult and you're talking to other people who are like in their early 20s to mid 20s at a job or whatever. Like yeah, at a job, like your other coworkers, because you can. It's not all professional. You say shit to your fucking coworkers and shit, but like when was the last time you were talking about fucking a bitch and like getting high as fuck or drunk as fuck with a coworker? It's like, I what? It's like it's so cringe. It's like he's obviously trying to brag so hard that he's like so cool because I fucked and like I smoke so much weed. It's like, oh my god, shut up. No one
I
cares.
openly and often talk about all of my sexual adventures.
Yeah, so last night she was sucking on my penis, and then she did this funny thing with her tongue.
But anyways, that's actually how the your coworkers would react to that. So I was like, yeah, I had to deal with that bullshit all day. At one point, they're like, "Bro, let's arm wrestle, bro. Like, let's arm." It's like, oh my god, like I'm back in high school, bro. Like this is so cringe. I was like cringing my balls off. Like I've never, I just don't get it. I don't get like where that mindset is.
It's
I guess
because
as a
fucking
teenager, it's because they're so fucking insecure and they want to prove that they're badass or manly or some shit constantly. Like they have this like, and they're roasting each other nonstop. Like all day I had to deal with like them roasting each other and shit like that. Like, haha, you can't get no bitches, or like you or like I'm stronger than you or some shit like that. It's like why do you care so much? Like it's
that's
so
because
cringe.
everything that like Zoomers have to say is the most important thing that anyone in the world should hear.
It's so bizarre. Like
It's retarded.
if I was with one of my managers and they were like, "Arm wrestle me, bro," like that, I'd be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, really? Like what?
It's rough. I mean, and a part of me is also a little jealous, but that he's fucking a bitch. But he is also 17. And that's also the thing that I just kind of kept my mouth shut the whole day because I don't want to talk to him about anything. It was just kind of like, but the fact, like, recently, I was like 3 days ago, 4 days, yeah, 3 days ago, there was this girl that came in, and this had never happened to me, where I'm working, I'm like checking her out and shit, like literally checking her out.
Oh, like
I'm visually checking her out, but I'm also checking out her purchase, and she's like really talkative to me, like more than usual, and she like laughing at every single thing I say, and she's like looking down a lot and like moving her hair and shit out of her face, and she like it's clear signs that
dude,
she's into me, and I'm like,
wants you.
yeah, she's like overly into me. I'm like, holy shit. Because, as a guy, it's hard as fuck to tell that shit. But she was making it obvious.
That's easy as fuck.
and I pussied out, and I really did. And I was very fucking sad because I was, I'm working. I'm a fucking employee. And I've asked out girls, but I've never been like in the situation where I'm an employee trying to ask out a customer. Like, I've never done that before. Next time I will fucking do that. But it's like, I've never been in a situation because I didn't want to, obviously, well, I don't want to like be weird and creepy or whatever and be like, this employee of your establishment just asked me out. He just hit on me like, I need to file a complaint with HR or some shit. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't want to be asking out a customer, It was weird. But I really should have fucking done it. And that guy, he was there, and we were talking at some point, and he was like, he's like, it's easy to get bitches, bro. It's so easy, bro. And it's like, okay, first off, like, I didn't say any of this because I don't want to like get into a full on like discussion about relationships with some fucking kid. But first of all, you're 17, and everyone you know is from fucking high school. It's literally a social community where you can constantly meet. Like, if there was any place to get fucking women, it's school. It's a college or high school. That's like literally the best place you can possibly pick up chicks. You don't fucking do online dating. You're in high school. So like, it's easy as fuck for
yes,
you. Huh?
Yes, they do. They do online dating.
Well, yeah, I mean, sure. He's also fucking 17. I guess he could lie about that, but I'm pretty fucking positive whoever he was talking to was someone he knew already,
Yeah.
It's like, it's a big ass social circle where it's easy as fuck to get someone in school. Once you turn 18, you're out of fucking school. It's hard as fuck to find women. It's either at your job, which is not smart, or it's going to like a bar or like a fucking bookstore or some shit. Like, where the fuck are you gonna find bitches, bro? So it's easy as fuck for a fucking kid to find a girl, first off. And secondly, I mean, they don't give a shit at all. I mean, they're probably just fucking, so probably nothing fucking serious. So I had to deal with that bullshit. And
no, I mean, like, you still there's no losing if you ask out a girl at work.
I guess
if you ask out a customer, because it's best of both worlds. If you ask her out and she says no, then yeah, she may think you're weird and creepy, but she never comes back because you just lost a customer.
Well, sure,
which isn't a problem for you, and then you never get to see her again.
I'm a professional guy. First off, here's the thing. Here's the thing that, because the whole fucking Riley and Brian were fucking trying to fucking say some shit to you, like, I would have done it. It's like, okay, first off, I'm in a relaxed state. I'm not prepared to ask out a bitch when I'm working.
Yeah, you're in a flaccid state.
My penis is flaccid right now. And so I'm not really, it's not on my mind to be like the first girl I see, just be like, hey, want to go out? Like, that's not on my mind at all. And then, like, I don't want to make this bitch feel uncomfortable, bro, when I'm fucking trying to make a fucking living here, bro. And it's not the worst thing I have. And they can fucking go talk to a manager and be like, yeah, your fucking employee just, like, I don't know. That's like the worst of the worst. That's the worst case scenario right there. It's unlikely, I guess. But, you never know. Bitch could be fucking offended or some shit, or feel weirded out or something. I don't know. And there was one more thing that happened, and he told me to like sweep the thingy. He was like, hey, can you sweep that real quick? And the other guy who was there, he was just in that mood, I guess, that teenage mood. Because when I talked to him before, this other guy, he was pretty chill. But now, like when he was in the zone of like all these. It was very sausage fest energy going on.
He had his
like in that area
male energy,
and he was like, Ethan, you gonna let him boss you around like that? You're a grown-ass man. I was like, oh my god, bro, that's some bullshit. Because that's the thing that sucks, is because I'm probably, that's in the next week or so, I'm gonna be working in the bar where I don't have to deal with them, or within the next couple months, like within the next like 4 months at most, I'll get a promotion. But for now, I'm the runt, because I just started working there. So I have to deal with all these fucking teenagers who are technically my fucking superiors. And it's like, man, shut your bitches up, man. I don't want to be hearing that shit. That fucking pisses me off,
I mean, yeah, you just gotta like, everyone has to deal with that though. You just have to deal with it for a while.
Yeah. But my second thing, which is much shorter, is that
good. Jesus Christ.
Good. How dare you speak on a podcast? How dare you have an actual conversation on a podcast? Our topics must be 5 minutes long. They must be short and simple.
No.
Yeah, apparently.
My turn to talk.
No one cares about you. This is the Ethan show. This is the show. Anyways, so the other thing is that I'm half Mexican. And even like Brian's a fucking retard, okay? And a lot of people are fucking retards when they say this shit to me. They say, a lot of people, like my friends, they say that I don't look Mexican, which is complete horseshit by the fact that literally every fucking Hispanic customer, like 9 times out of 10, and I'm not exaggerating, 9 times out of 10 will come up to me speaking Spanish. And it's not like they can only speak Spanish. They know English, but they will come up to me speaking Spanish. Like, almost every fucking Hispanic customer does that to me. And I have to fucking say, no Espanol, motherfucker. Like, oh, it's like, bruh.
That's your weekly hate, is fucking people who speak Spanish.
Yes. People who speak Spanish come up to me thinking I fucking speak Spanish just because, like, what, my facial hair? I look like a fucking.
Listen, if you speak Spanish in America, then fuck you.
It's fucking dumb. I would never. That's so stupid. Imagine going to like France and just going up to someone and they look like they're American. You just think that they're American or some shit. You just walk up to them and start speaking English. Like, bro, what? What's wrong with you? Why would you do that? That's so goofy. You just assume. I speak your language. Like, what? That is so weird to me.
I mean, you look Mexican enough. Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah, but
Brian
I
would
fucking
say that
hate
you
that.
don't
That's
look
just
Mexican.
so dumb. That is so dumb to just assume that someone speaks your fucking language. Just walk up to them and start speaking Spanish and like, what? And I have to say multiple times a day, no Espanol, you stupid fucking motherfucker. Taco, me eat the taco. I don't know.
Like learn like insults in other languages so you can just say no Espanol, blah blah blah, and just like insult them in another language.
I'm just gonna start whenever a Hispanic customer comes up to me, I'm gonna start being like, "Hello, how can I help you?"
I'll pay for that with my credit card.
And they'll instantly know. Just like, "How are you today? Welcome." Man, well, that's my whole spiel.
When they just walk up to you and speak Spanish to you.
Yeah, it's fucking bullshit.
You need to learn curse words in other languages to just say back to them.
Why would I?
That would be amazing. Because they won't understand it. You can be like,
I think
what, you don't speak Russian, bitch?
I think someone would tell if you're insulting them in another language. That's just my personal opinion on that.
I mean, if you're not saying pendejo, then they're not gonna.
Pendejo.
Yeah.
Pantyhose.
So there's a guy that I know named William. And William You remember I showed you a little jingle that I wrote for another podcast, right?
Ye sure? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it
William,
was like really
it was
stupid.
it was really dumb, really short, not creative at all, stupid sounding
Yeah.
jingle that sounds like shit. William gave me $200 for that shit, bro.
Bruh.
And then I went and gave them an outro, which was a little bit better, and gave me another $200 for that shit, bro. And so I'm sitting
Jesus.
here,
What is he,
rich as
fucking
fuck,
rich?
$400 in my fucking
Is
pocket.
he
No, I
rich?
tricked
Does he
him.
live in
I
a
tricked him.
mansion?
No, I tricked him because he thought that he thought that, I told him that's how much they cost. That's how much
What?
jingles
Well,
cost.
he doesn't
And
live
he's
in a
like,
fucking
well,
mansion.
he responded, well, you
You're not
gotta
answering my
spend money to
question,
make
bruh.
money. No, he doesn't. He's not rich.
Why? Who in their right mind would spend $200 for a fucking intro? There's too lazy to
Fucking
make their
Will
own fucking
does.
intro. It's fucking
Someone
dumb as
who
hell. And
responds to
then,
you saying, gotta spend money to make money.
okay.
That kind of person.
Oh, that's really okay. Well, yeah, you do have to spend money to make money, but not 400 fucking dollars. Okay, so first off, you spend $200 on an intro, and it's decent. It's like it's okay. I guess it's not professional. Okay, it's kind
Not
of
even
it's just an
decent.
intro, something that he honestly could have done himself. To be honest with you, if he was creative.
Yeah.
And then he decides I need an outro. I'm gonna pay this guy another $200.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pay him like my whole
I didn't
fucking
even
paycheck.
I didn't think they even needed another outro, like an outro or anything. But nope, his dad wanted it. That's the guy that he does his podcast with. It's called Wrong is the New Right.
I can't find the podcast. It's the
And
comic something.
you know,
How
they're
do I
friends
find
with
it?
the Wings of Redemption because they live in South
Oh.
Carolina.
Those are good people. I respect them more now.
Yeah, they have sex with each other every night. You know, like Will's wife left him, so his dad took her place, and
That's good. I mean, gotta keep it in the family.
yeah, it was kind of strange because Will's dad left him when he was a baby and came back, you know, in Will's adulthood, looking for a handout, and instead of getting him a job, Will just started a podcast with him.
I thought it was gonna be like a funny roast, not a sad, pathetic roast. I didn't know you guys hated each other. You see, Will's father, he's a fucking loser, and he should kill himself. And Will should also do that as well.
They said I have a micro penis. They put it in the fucking title.
I mean, that's up in the air. That's up in the air, first of all. But I don't think I don't think saying Will's dad is a fucking loser is like on the same level as you have a micro penis, bro. Will's dad can suck my fat cock.
I would say it gets worse if I thought of anything else to say. Oh yeah, Will like fucking tried to kill himself and failed with a fucking box cutter. He like
what?
He like cut up his fucking wrist, like just up the tracks, dude. Like he went straight up the rails.
I don't know why people don't think about these things.
Yeah, you like all the way up at work, and you know, he sadly survived, so he's continuing to do the show. But
is that real?
He actually did cut himself. That's real.
Oh,
with a box cutter, which would have killed him if he didn't get medical help immediately. But it was an accident.
Oh, well, yeah, that makes me think about like how I don't know. I really don't understand how you can like fuck up a suicide. To be honest with you, I really don't.
Yeah,
I mean, I think it's probably just a cry for help. Like honestly, because there's really like it's kind of hard to fuck it up. I feel like the people who failed suicides, and I'm sorry for everyone who did fail suicide watching this, but come on, man, did you really think that would work? Did you think that would work? I mean, come on, I am sorry, but like,
If you
Come
want
on.
it to work, then just do what Will did.
Oh, sure. I mean,
You
sure.
just gotta cut it
That's kind of a
literally till
shitty
you
way to
can see
go.
bone. Till you can see bone.
That's
That's what he
pretty
said.
shitty. That's a shitty
See
way to
bone.
go.
And then bleed out. But it's you're gonna die. Like there's no doubt
That's
about
pretty
it,
shitty. I
unless
mean,
someone
I
like finds
guess.
you in 10 minutes.
Honestly, the best way. I think that we're gonna get fucking demonetized if I talk about this further. But I'm
We're
gonna try
not
to.
monetized.
Well, no, I just realized that. What I meant to say was like not demonetized, but like our video fucking taken down or some shit. So I'm gonna try to mask what I'm saying. I'm gonna say try either use a water gun or jump off a cliff. Those are your best two options because
Yeah.
otherwise, you're gonna be in a lot of pain or fail. So
And
yeah,
the best cliffs, like with the best views that I like to go look over, are the ones that have like a million cars going 80 miles an hour
yeah.
under them.
The best
Those
way to
are really
go
good.
is to traumatize people so that like you slam on like try to aim it just right so you slam on their windshield. That's the best way to go.
That's a pretty good way to go. Do it like in like a semi truck.
Or go to like a public place. Or even better yet, like go somewhere where it's like let's say like like a recovery group place or something. Like where like people are recovering from trauma or something. Or like go to like go to like a woman's domestic violence trauma group. And they're like all sitting around in chairs discussing their problems. You walk in, you sit in the center of the room and say, "Everybody have an announcement to make," and then blow your brains just right in front of everybody or some shit. Or no, go to like McDonald's and they ask for an order, and then they're gonna get it right. The order's gonna be correct, and then say, "Did you just put cheese on my cheeseburger?" And then and you just end it all right then and there.
That's that's amazing. Just go to where people are miserable.
Yeah, and then just completely ruin their lives.
You gotta also order like one
A
of
fuckload
everything
of
on the
food.
menu.
Yeah.
Get a
And not pay for it.
shitload of food. And then just shoot yourself when they put cheese on your cheeseburger.
Did you just put cheese on my cheeseburger? And that's enough to push me over the edge.
I ordered 20 fucking cheeseburgers. There's cheese on all of them.
Yeah. God. Yeah, I hate when that happens, you know? I don't.
Yeah.
I want a burger to just have bun, to be honest with you.
I just want the sesame seeds. I don't want anything.
I want the sesame seeds so I can grow the burger in my belly. It's actually a really smart way if you think like
you see,
I don't know how people don't know how to lose weight when you just eat the sesame seeds and you get the whole burger meal at like a fraction of the calories.
No, look, the problem with like McDonald's and gaining weight is you eat the burger with the sesame seeds on it. So once you've eaten the burger, then all those burgers grow in your stomach. So you have to pull the sesame. I keep telling people this. You have to take the fucking sesame seeds off.
When people ask me like, "Why are you fat?" I look at them. I say, "I accidentally ate a watermelon seed."
Yeah,
that's how I ended up like this.
Yeah, when people look at my grave site, I say I accidentally ate an apple seed.
An apple seed?
Yeah, they have cyanide in them.
Oh, give me some apples then. An apple a day. An apple a day does in fact keep the doctor away. That is actually
it just kills you.
Yeah, it's amazing.
You eat the whole thing.
Johnny Appleseed wasn't fucking around.
Johnny Appleseed was a menace, dude.
He was killing people,
spreading cyanide everywhere across the United States.
Thought they took him down.
Fuck Johnny Appleseed. This is the Fuck Johnny Appleseed podcast.
I thought you loved him.
No, I thought he was pretty fucking badass for murdering a shitload of people.
Yeah.
You know, he was like America's Hitler. We had our own.
Yeah, it was Johnny Appleseed.
Mm-hmm. And instead of, getting out of it as like one of the world's biggest villains, people love him. You know, he's loved. He's revered.
Didn't he like not paint fences or something? Or no, that was Huckleberry Finn.
I
Same
don't know
shit.
anything about fucking Huckleberry Finn.
Huckleberry Finn. He's like,
story time.
Story time. Let's sit down and read Huckleberry Finn together. This is the Huckleberry Finn podcast. Oh, that reminds me also. You want to know what Lil Pump's full name is?
What is it?
It's Lilium Pumpernickel.
Oh, you know, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's a good name.
It is a good name.
Mm-hmm. Especially
it makes sense why he chose that.
Yeah. You know, speaking about you know, Hitler and you know, giant like mass murder, got me thinking about this thing, which I think is actually a pretty fucking interesting story. Do you know that there's a guy who got the Nobel Peace Prize for learning how to create I think it's absinthe. I don't remember the chemical. Hey, Jake here editing the podcast. The chemical was ammonia, which is essentially fertilizer. He learned how to synthesize ammonia, allowing millions and millions of more people to have access to food.
Okay.
And this happened in like early 1900s. And he got the Nobel Peace Prize, but a bunch of people, you know, booed him on stage because he was a German scientist who was also Jewish, by the way. That comes into play later. Who, instead of being like Albert Einstein, who wanted to stay out of the war effort in World War I, he was a patriot and he wanted to help his country win the war. So he created chlorine gas. And which just so happens to be the same gas that they used in the Holocaust to kill his entire family and 6 million Jews.
What the?
Because he was Jewish. They killed... That's the same gas. This dude who did so much good also just couldn't keep his hands out of the war and killed a shitload of Jews and like his family. I can't remember his name, but he was like friends with Albert Einstein. That's karma for you. Shit. Yeah,
that is karma. But you don't believe in that.
I mean,
you don't believe in that stuff.
Shut the fuck up.
There's no proof of it.
That was so boring. I listened to that episode
while
editing. It was so fucking boring.
Okay, so deep, actual, like philosophical, existential conversation is boring. Apparently, this is a comedy show where we have to say jokes. Because the Who's Right podcast fans are fucking retarded. That's basically what you're telling me, is that the Who's Right podcast fans are slow and dimwit and they need jokes for 5 seconds like this is an MCU movie.
They are.
It's like, bruh, we cannot have actual conversations on this podcast. Not my watch.
When I die, I want my last words to be to some nurse that like doesn't speak English. So that... Just like Albert Einstein, actually. His last words on his deathbed were spoken to a woman who didn't speak German.
I want my last words to be, oh, God!
He's killing me!
He's killing me!
He's killing me! That was great. Thank you for showing me.
I want my last words to be, oh, God, please, no! No!
I want mine to be like, you've killed me.
Yeah. I want mine to be, fuck, piss shit balls, come. And then I die. Like, if I see a train coming, I'm gonna be like, piss shit, cocksucker, fucking bitch, and then fucking die. Just like, I don't know, say something wacky.
Something wacky?
Say something like, you know, just leave people on their toes, you know. Be like, I remember he said that. Like, I want someone, when they see me die, they laugh. They laugh. Be like, so airline fruit, and then I just fucking slammed by a train.
I'm just say, I'm put the fun in funeral, and then die.
I want to say, same shit, different toilet, and then get fucking hit by a fucking car.
No, you're gonna get hit by a lead pipe by me.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be amazing. But you know, that reminded me of you're saying about the story about a guy who got booed for his amazing invention. But there's actually I don't know if you've ever heard. I'm pretty sure you heard about this, but it was decades ago. But this guy made a car that could run on water, and then he mysteriously disappeared. He mysteriously fucking vanished off the face of the fucking planet because the CIA fucking murdered his ass. You ever hear about
Really?
that?
No, I mean
Good.
I've heard of a guy who created a type of gasoline that poisoned like the entire world.
What the? Well, yeah, so this guy made a car and he developed an engine that can just, you put water in it and it runs. Just car fueled by water. And it could have revolutionized the entire world. But all his blueprints got mysteriously, they're all gone, and he vanished. He
You can't.
disappeared.
How do you power something by water?
Well, you would know if his fucking blueprints were still
Well, like is it like a
around.
steam engine car
I don't know. You just
where
powered by
they
water.
use like hot plates with electricity rather than like coal?
Someone made it. It's a thing. And he's gone. No one knows what the fuck happened to
What
him.
the fuck?
But the oil industry is so fucking big, they fucking obviously capped his ass.
Yeah, okay, so a guy who created clean energy with water was just disappeared because
And
of
all of his blueprints and
supposedly
everything that would keep that whole project going is gone
But
forever.
this makes what I was just about to say so much worse because there was a guy who created a type of ethanol with lead in it, and ethanol burns, and it will run in your car with gasoline. So he created a type of gasoline that had a bunch of ethanol and lead in it that made gas super cheap, but it put lead poison into the air,
What the hell?
which poisoned people. This happened in like the 40s, which literally people started getting lead poisoning across the United States. I think even across the world. And that's why people, those fucking old fucks, that's why they're all retarded because lead poisoning leads to like, it kills like neurons in your brain and makes you dumber.
Indeed.
So, yeah, this guy like just, and it killed him because people were like getting onto him like, hey, your gasoline here is giving people lead poisoning and killing them. And he was like, no, I promise you it's safe. And he took a cup filled with his gasoline and sniffed it. And then he died like a few weeks later.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But yeah,
Happens to the best of us.
Yup. Just want to
I did have a
sniff some
story.
gasoline, you know.
I have a story that I want to tell, and it's I hinted at it in the first episode. It's, I don't know how long it's gonna be though, but feel free to chime in whenever you want because it's
Okay.
It's topical. So this is the story of the insane crazy girl who I'm gonna say was obsessed with me, but likely still is obsessed with me.
What's her nickname?
Her nickname will be what is a stupid fucking name? Because her name is stupid.
Give me the nickname that you've given me for her before.
What do you mean?
Unless you've just
Crazy
never
girl.
given her. Okay.
I
Because you've
don't have a
got plenty
fucking
of other girl nicknames.
Oh, well, no. I mean, she's the most recent, I guess. She's crazy. She's crazy girl. But so here's how this started. It was October last year. We match on we match on a dating app, and then I shoot her, my message. And
What was your message?
I don't fucking know.
You told me to chime in.
What? Oh, well, it's probably like, hey, baby, you want to suck my cock? And
what did Vin Diesel say?
he was like, man, what did Vin Diesel say?
Talk to me, baby.
He was like, no, he was like, damn, what did he say? He was like, wow. He was like, oh, what did he say?
I
Oh,
can't remember what he said.
What did Vin Diesel say? He was like,
talk to me, baby.
Oh,
when did this become Beautiful World or something?
When did this turn into Beautiful World? I'm falling in love with you.
Is that what you said? Is that what you said to her?
Sure, we'll go with that. And so I messaged her. I think we were already talking a little bit. We talked for a little bit, like a couple messages, and then I went to work, and it had been like a day and a half, I think. And at this point, I'm pissed off because I had that same week been rejected by like 3 different fucking girls in 1 week. And I say rejected, yeah, rejected in terms of I matched with a girl and then we talk for a bit and then she ghosts me because that's the fucking popular craze on these fucking dating apps where you can say nothing wrong at all and then they'll just decide, nah, I'm bored, and then just stop talking. Like they'll fucking unmatch you or fucking just stop messaging you. It's so fucking annoying. So I'm pissed off at this point, and I'm just like, not gonna deal with this bullshit, you know. So I'm gonna take it out on someone, I guess, in a sense.
I mean, you're not allowed to become a public official then.
What?
Because there was a guy in some African country who made it illegal to ghost.
What?
He tried to make it illegal. Like tried to make ghosting illegal.
Wow, he's a savior. He's a great
Who
guy.
hurt you? Who hurt you, bro?
Yeah, honestly, I mean, he could have saved everybody, bro. But yeah, so I decided, you know, she hadn't answered for like a day, and it's like, bro, I know you bitches be on your phones like nonstop, bro. I know y'all are on your phones, okay? You can't sit here and tell me. No one can sit here and tell me that they don't look at their phone once in like 24 hours. That's fucking lie. That's a straight up lie. Unless your phone literally breaks, okay?
Or they just
or
don't look
you're-
at the dating app in 24 hours.
No, I mean, okay, sure, we could go with that, but I mean, she's a girl who's looking for a relationship, okay? So
No, they're
that's kinda
not.
stupid. Well,
Every girl
she
on
is.
these apps are trying to sell their nudes.
Okay, I wouldn't say every girl.
Everyone.
Okay, I'd say I wouldn't say yes, 100%. I would know because I
Change my
bought so many.
mind. I'm gonna sit at a table with a banner that says you can't change my mind.
She was one in particular who wanted a relationship. So it's kind of really fucking stupid to not be looking at the app. But anyways, so it'd been like a day. And I don't even know what I said, but I insulted her. I was like pretty stupid to like match with someone and not say anything. Like that's pretty. I said like that's stupid or something, and I don't even know. I insulted her in some way. I wouldn't say it's the harshest thing in the world, but maybe a little bit harsh. I'll give it like a scale of like 5 out of 10 in terms of harshness level. And
Yeah, but that's like pretty harsh in your standards. Like outside of your standards, that's what you would consider a 5 is pretty harsh.
I don't know. I'm trying to be general about it. I would say if I'm harsh to someone, it's like an 8.
I'm gonna say to the people here who don't know, Ethan is what he considers not to be harsh to most people could be pretty fucking harsh.
I mean, I guess. No, I mean, it's because I keep it real, G. I keep it real. So
yeah,
I mean, but depends on if I know you well. Depends on how well I know you. For her, I'll say it's a 5 or a 6, an overall harshness scale. So it wasn't too bad. I didn't say like, you're a fucking cunt. You know, I didn't say that, but I was like, you know, some light roasting, you know, and so basically she replies back, and she's like so upset. This is how you know, like this is the beginning. Like you could see the warning signs because she's so upset, like she's distraught at what I said. And it wasn't really that bad. I just kind of insulted her. I think maybe I called her a bitch. I'm not sure. But like I hurt her feelings. Like it was the first time I've ever talked to someone online where me insulting them through a message genuinely hurt their feelings. And it was fucking weird. Like it was
you
weird.
hurt my feelings.
Well, no, but like she says she's emotional. She's being emotional for what I said, and it wasn't that bad. Like it wasn't like that bad. Okay, in terms of what I usually could say, it wasn't that bad. So, but she's like getting emotional. She's getting all sad and shit. She's saying that she's like a paramedic or something. So like she's busy as fuck, and she's still talking to me because a lot of these times they will. Like, if you insult them, obviously they're just gonna fucking unmatch you or whatever instantly. But she keeps talking to me. We're having like a conversation still, and I'm like, okay. So I see some commitment here. Okay, she's still talking to me. Okay, so that's a plus. And so I feel kind of bad too because I just kind of let out my anger on her. So I feel kind of bad. So I'm like, okay, you know what? That was a little too far. Sorry about that. And she has not unmatched me yet, so we're still talking. And I'm like, okay, maybe this could go somewhere because. I was harsh, but she gave me a second chance, which is very rare for fucking women in 2022. Unless you're a fucking douchebag who like beats a woman or something, then they'll give you as many chances as you want for some reason. But if you're not that shitty of a person, they won't give you a second chance. It's kind of strange how that works. But she gave me a second chance. It was like, okay, I kind of like her, I like her for that aspect. She's not gonna just drop me that easily. So you say one wrong thing, like you insult her in any or criticize her in any sort of way, she gets fucking emotional over that shit. And she's like still on this shit. Like it's like been like 3 days and she's still on this shit. It's getting fucking annoying. But I'm trying to get with her.
I don't know
After
why
some
you're still
time,
trying.
because I was fucking down bad, bro. I'm fucking down bad. I'm trying to get with a girl. I was entertaining that idea. I saw potential because of the fact that she gave me a second chance. That's a rare thing. I saw potential, but I
That's
soon
fair.
find out that she's fucking crazy. And a lot of this is a blur because this is like almost a year ago.
Dude, no shit, she's fucking crazy.
A lot of this is a fucking blur because this is a year ago. But she was like, she would flip out over shit. You know, her like the way that she would flip out towards the end 10 times more than the beginning. So I feel like I'm over exaggerating it. But she would kind of flip out in a sense if I don't know. It's the type of shit with her is like, she says, I was watching Friends and I would say, ew. And she's like, what? And I was like, I don't like Friends or some shit. And she's like, why not? I'm like, I just don't like, I like actual shows with like plot and like character development and stuff and like well produced, like Breaking Bad or something, you know, not
That's
like a
just
fucking
rude,
sitcom.
though.
Well, I'm not being okay. I'm not being like an asshole. I'm just I'm sharing my
She was like,
thoughts.
I'm watching Friends, and you just ew. Oh, that's
Well,
cool.
no.
Like,
Well, no, it's more like I'm trying to be playful, okay? I don't just say ill, like you're fucking like that shit sucks.
And then you're trying to be playful, and then you're like, well, because there's so many better shows.
Yeah, there is better shows than that, bruh. There is better shows. She says like I watch Friends or some shit, and I'm like, maybe she asks me if I watch her or some shit. I don't fucking know. I say like no, like bruh. I basically just explained to her my side, my opinion on Friends. I'm not saying it's the worst show in the fucking world. I'm not saying you're not allowed to watch Friends. I'm just saying it's not like I don't watch sitcoms, bruh. You know, I don't really care for them. And then she like gets emotional and shit over that. You know, she gets like hurt feelings, as if I did say that, as if I was insulting her, like saying Friends fucking sucks and you're dumb as fuck for watching Friends.
That's what
like,
you should have said.
Yeah, honestly, it is what I should have said.
Yeah.
But it's shit like that. Like that's just one example. It's just a bunch of shit like that. Well, she'll freak out about something, and she'll just go off. She'll start insulting me over shit, and like I'm obviously gonna insult her back. And because she's insulting me, saying some shit like, so she'll try to say shit. It's just talking shit. Like she'll talk shit. I don't even know what she'll say. Like you don't have a car or something. Okay, I don't have a car yet. So she's saying you don't have a car, and it's like okay, well you know, I would give her an insult that's like way strong. Like you're trying to talk shit to me, I'm gonna talk shit back. Like what I said to her multiple times is I don't know how you can talk shit to me and not expect it back. I don't know how you can like throw a punch and not expect one back. You know what I'm saying?
Because that's just what women do. They think they can punch men all they want.
Well, that ain't gonna fucking roll with me. I'm not gonna be the girl who's gonna insult me. So I
knock
insult
a
her
bitch out.
back way harder.
Hit her with a steel chair.
So I say shit that's like level 8, 9, 10 harsh, you know what I'm saying? Like that like if she's gonna be talking shit to me, she's talk shit about like how much money I make or like what like stuff I have, like materials I don't or do have. It's like talk shit about like at some point maybe she tried to even say like, oh you're short or something, but it's like bro, you're sexually attracted, like you want me. So I don't know why you're trying to insult my appearance or whatever. It's fucking stupid. And so I'm gonna fucking hit her back with some hard fucking shit. And she gets fucking crazy and shit, and she'll be like saying all this stuff to me. I wish I could remember what the initial stuff was because I really can't. I can remember the most recent stuff, which is actually crazy. Like that's some real shit that I'm about to get to. But the
Most
initial
recent
stuff,
as in when?
I wish I could. Recent as in like a month or two ago.
Jesus.
But back in October, I can't really remember what the type of shit was. But she do shit like I wish I could remember. It was basically like saying like, "Oh, you're manipulative, you're an asshole." Like basically all this shit that women say, like you're gaslighting me or this and that. Like saying a bunch of bullshit to me. Basically, what she would do is she would insult my character, which I hate the most. Like she would say false shit about me. She would assume shit about me, say false shit about me, and I fucking hate that. And then she would just keep going and going and going, and she wouldn't stop. Even at the point where I would be like, okay, stop fucking texting me then if you don't fucking like it. Stop talking to me, bro. She would keep going. And then at some point, she would be like, I want an apology And I'm like, no, why the fuck would I give you one? And she'd be like crying and shit and screaming and shit, wanting a fucking apology and shit like that, saying how she didn't do anything wrong and this and that, and like how I hurt her feelings and whatnot. And
Tell her to give you an apology.
at some point, I was like, yeah, I said that fucking shit. And then at some point, I was like, okay, maybe she's just okay. Like her job fucking sucks. First off, or her previous job, like where she was a paramedic, fucking sucked, and she had a lot of stress and this, and that, and I was down bad. So I was like, okay, here's my initial thought. She forgave me for what I did, so I'm gonna give her the same benefit. I'm gonna forgive her for her fucking crazy toxic bullshit, and I gave her an apology.
Bad.
I gave her an apology, and then she said that it wasn't good enough. She said that it didn't seem sincere enough. And that's when I lost my fucking shit. Let me tell you, I screamed at her on the fucking phone because I went out of my way to fucking apologize to you, and for shit that I feel like I was like, you're toxic as fuck, and I'm apologizing to you. And then she told me it wasn't good enough. And then basically, so I screamed at her, called her a fucking retard, and told her so much. And then a couple days later, she would text me again. A couple days later, she came back to me.
No, what did you say to her on the phone? I want to hear every detail there.
Just like the most worst shit you could possibly imagine. Like I called her a miserable fucking loser, an idiot, a toxic piece of shit, like everything. I said, like, she also told me her backstory here is every guy she's been with has been a complete asshole. Every guy that she's been with has been shitty to her, and she's been beaten by like her ex-boyfriend, or like actually like I think two different guys beat her or something. And the further along we get into this story, the more you realize, first off, she's probably lying about them all being assholes and shitty. Second off, she probably fucking deserved getting fucking beat. Because I know that sounds harsh right now, but you will understand the fact that she fucking probably fucking deserved that shit. The crazy shit that she would do. This is tame. The shit that she did, just being toxic and defaming my character and saying all this shit and demanding an apology and acting like she did no wrong and then demanding a second apology, that's tame. That is the low standard of her. It gets way higher than that. But she would come back a few days later and she would text me and then be like, I promise, like I won't, I'll try not to do that shit again, like this and that. And it basically for a few months we would talk off and on. It'd be the same thing every time. We would talk off and on. Like it would just be okay at first, and then after like a day or two, or like a couple days, and each time, it would be less and less days. Basically, is how long the peace would last before we'd get into a fucking argument about some bullshit. And every time, it's basically her getting emotional about something and me being like, "Why the fuck you so much about this shit?" I'm just like, bro, what is wrong with you? And so she like, obviously, of course, she frequently says like I'm a freaking psycho or something. I have no empathy or something like that. It's just because like she's overly fucking emotional and gets fucking insane. But so a few months of this pass where it's off and on, like maybe a few weeks in between, like a month in between. And every single time, I mean, she would come back. It's like either I would come back to her because I'm bored and I want attention, and nudes, and she would come back to me basically for the same fucking thing, honestly. And it'd basically just be get nudes from each other, sext, and argue, talk about shit, and she'd just get more boring and boring each time.
That
so I
sounds
gave
like
less of a shit about
every
her.
relationship ever, though.
I wouldn't call that a relationship at all.
How's it going? News, sext, argue.
Sure. This is the extreme version of that. So lately, we started talking again, and here was the big problem that was happening is that I would have been talking to her for now for like 6 months or so. Like I've known her for 6 months, and she's telling like she wants, because she's a relationship type girl, she doesn't want to have sex immediately if we hang out. And at this point, because I'm the same way, I'm okay with sex on the first date. But honestly, now that I'm older and I'm starting to think about like my past experience, low key, it might be better to do it second date, to be honest. But I'm down for it. If I have sex on the first date, I'm down, obviously. But
at this point, it's been 6 months.
Yes, that's what I explained to her, and she doesn't understand this fact that I've known you for 6 months, and that's way too long for me to fucking know a girl and still give a shit about you. If you just expect me to like, if you're gonna dangle sex over my fucking head or something, like that's not how this is gonna work.
First give me a hand job or something. Put a little
she
bit of
has been
corn oil on that shit.
she's been so incredibly toxic, so incredibly like manipulative, gaslighty, every toxic, horrible thing you can say about somebody. She's been all that, just been all that to me. So like, you really think I'm gonna talk to you and not expect anything out of this? Like, bruh, this is some bullshit. First of all, you really think you're worth anything to me if you can't like you provide nothing to me other than arguments? So like, that's stupid. I've known you for 6 months. I'm not gonna go on a date like 2, 3, 4 dates with you, like be in a relationship with you for like 2 months before I have sex with you or some shit. Like that's like she wants it like to be a while. And it's like, no, you could have gotten that at the start, but now it's 6 months. Like I'm not waiting
Yeah.
that long for that bullshit. You're not worth that.
I'm
Um,
getting my knob slobbed.
on God. So
On
that's an
God.
on God and on jaw moment. Um, and she has a problem with that. She like repeatedly starts saying that like I'm like a rapist, or like I would sexually assault women, or like she doesn't feel safe around me, and like other
She
women
says
shouldn't feel
those
safe
things
around
to
me.
you. Jesus Christ smiles and winks at you.
And she says like all these things defaming my character, saying like how I'm like an emotionless, horrible person, and like women should be scared of me because all I care about is sex, and I just want to rape people and shit like that. Even though I literally don't do that at all. Like I don't hook up with girls. I want a relationship. Like I don't hook up with girls. And there's been times where girls have wanted to hook up with me and I decline because I don't care for hookups.
See, I wouldn't be surprised if you were in jail for sexual assault.
Sexual assault. But yeah, she called me all these things. And I was like, bro, you're really stupid. And we'd have arguments and I'd destroy her arguments every fucking time. And it got so annoying because now fast forward now, it's like I guess a month ago. We're in the same boat again. She knows my stance. I will not like entertain a relationship with you if first off you don't change your toxic behavior. That's the first rule. Second rule is I'm not gonna wait super fucking long for sex. I'll wait until like second date to like have sex with you. Like I'm not gonna wait that long. And so she knows my stance. I've repeatedly told her the same thing. She'll come back like every couple days to see if she can change my mind. Like it's so weird. She's imagine the most narcissistic person you can possibly imagine, and then times 10. Like she thinks that
Imagine
she can come change my mind. Like like she can somehow do that. Like
Imagine
what?
calling someone a rapist and then like poking them with a stick every day, like with your ass out.
Yes.
Like with your
Yes.
ass out.
And so she keeps coming back to try to see if I'll change my mind. And at this same time, this whole big trials going on, where women are like they're trying to like make it illegal to have abortions or whatever. And she's like really emotional about that. She's getting all topsy turvy about that, saying like how she's scared about her future and scared about women across the country because men are like she's also incredibly fucking sexist. Like I can say that I'm fucking sexist. I see some sexist shit. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't necessarily say that I think that women are inferior to men. Like, but she's
They are.
the most. Yeah, I mean, sure, but um, she genuinely thinks that men are like evil psychopaths. Like, she's extremely sexist. So it's really weird. She's so weird. But at the same time, this is happening, and this is like kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back because she's talking to me about this, and I'm like, okay, okay, and she starts getting upset by the fact that I'm not getting visibly upset by this whole thing that she's telling me about, and I'm like, okay, well, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do about this? Like, I don't just get upset about stuff that's outside of my control. I tell her like children are starving in Africa, people are getting raped and murdered across the world right now. Children are being murdered across the world right now. At every second of every day, people die. Like I don't just get upset at every single little thing that exists. So she's getting angry by the fact that I'm not getting visibly upset and like want to fight back against like what can I do? Like it's so stupid. It's so stupid. She's like you can go vote, and like I'm like okay, like that's one
Um,
vote. It's not gonna do anything, bro. It's so stupid. I told her these things usually fix themselves. They sort themselves out. I guarantee you, 99 like the majority of the world is not evil, you know, and the majority of the world is progressive in a sense where they don't want women to have illegal abortions. But she's freaked out about that, and she like gets super upset by the fact that I'm not triggered. I'm like, oh, how dare they do this to women? You know, it's like,
Upset that you
why?
didn't have an aneurysm yet.
Yeah, and then she starts saying that because of the fact that I'm not getting emotional about it, that I support it and I support rape and I support murder and shit. Like, because of the fact that I'm not upset by all those things that I described, that I support them and I stand by them. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Genuinely, you are disturbed. She needs to be in a fucking mental hospital. Like, she genuinely does. And I'm not exaggerating. She needs to be in a mental hospital.
It really sounds like she needs fucking help.
She needs mental help. She said that I support rape and I'm a rapist and all this and that. And this specifically has been going on all week. Like, I talked to her like the past couple days, and she kept fucking saying the same bullshit to me, calling me a rapist, calling me a bunch of names, saying all this stuff about me that's false. It's bullshit. And at this point, I've already said to her in the past, like, you deserve to get fucking. I already said to her in the past, we get arguments. I'd be like, you deserved everything you got, bruh. Everything.
You deserve to get fucking raped.
I don't think she got raped, but sure, that's, you can go with that. But
So it sounded like you were saying
no, but
I've said to her in the past, you deserve to get fucking raped, bitch.
by me. But yeah, I said to her in the past, like, you deserved all that shit, and I guarantee you, you were saying all this bullshit to them to make them fucking do that. And I'm like, I'm honestly saying to her, I'm like, if I ever fucking see you, I genuinely want to beat the fuck out of you. Like, she's getting under my skin that fucking much. I said to her, like, if I ever fucking see you, I would want to beat the fuck out of you. Like, and she's like, oh, I'm terrified. I don't ever want to go near that city because if you see me, you'll probably kill me. It's like, oh my God. Fucking crazy. And she says, I could go to the police because you said that. And I said, I could go to the police because you're fucking harassing me. Because I told her to stop texting me. She kept fucking talking to me for days. And so that got her to shut up. And that was the end of that. That's the last time I spoke to her.
Here's a win-win. You show up in my bed.
Yeah.
You get a good night, and I get to beat the shit out of you.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly. Is by far, I mean, she's by far the craziest person I've ever met. Like, she's delusional. She's deranged. Like, she's actually a danger to society. Like, I'm straight up. She's a danger to society. And honestly, I told her, like, she said she was, like, scared of me because I said that. I'm scared of her, bruh. Honestly, I thought about it, and I was thinking, like, what if I ever did go sleep with her? I feel like I feel like there's a strong chance that my dick would get chopped off in my fucking sleep. Like, I genuinely feel like if I slept in the same bed as her, I would not feel safe with her.
That's a good woman, though.
That's a good woman. I want to turn into a trans.
No, like, that's, when you're a little bit scared to go to bed with a girl because you're worried if your dick's not going to be there when you wake up. Like,
that turns me on.
No, that's that kind of psycho bitch who's really good in bed.
I'm sure the sex actually probably would have been pretty good, to be honest with you, because she's so insane.
But like, she's also the type of bitch that would wake up with me not next to her and then like scream.
Yeah, and trash her fucking apartment.
Slash her tires.
Yeah. Like, I've told pretty much the entire story, but I feel like I just scratched the fucking surface. Like, I try to explain her the best I fucking can, but I feel like I didn't do a great job at it because I feel like I just scratched the surface of how fucking crazy she is. But that's my whole fucking story about the craziest fucking girl I've ever fucking come across. And no doubt, eventually she'll probably try to fucking talk to me again. Like, I've blocked her multiple times, and then she'll try to find a way to talk to me again.
God damn. She's a female incel. She
is a female incel. And the fact is, the crazy part is, she's obsessed with the dude who treats her like shit. Like, at a certain point... Is
she the one that gave you money?
Yes. She's obsessed with a dude who treats her like shit. And it's really... It really shows a lot about the sad, fucking pathetic state of women, where they will not give a guy oh, nice guy. You can't say that, but they won't give a nice person a fucking chance. but they will crawl back to someone who doesn't give a single fuck about them. There's a point where I stopped giving a fuck, and I would just casually just be like, I don't give a fuck about you, and I would insult her like casually, and just I don't care, I really don't want to talk to you. If you're not gonna suck my dick, basically, and stop being toxic, then I don't have any respect for you at all, and I don't care for you at all. You don't deserve my respect or my care or anything. And she would keep coming back, and that's like, there's so many women like that, and it's fucking disgusting. And it's also, at one point I was like, if you want, like, there's one point where she was begging to talk to me for me to give her a chance. And I said, you want me to do that? Because I was in between jobs. I had just quit my last job and I was starting my next job, and I was broke. And I was like, you want me to give you a chance? Give me $20. Give me $20. Send me $20. And then guess what? I was gonna give her a chance. Same day, ruined her chances. Same day, started some bullshit with me. Started like insulting me or whatever the fuck, doing something. Started some nonsense with me. That same day. There would literally be times where she did something toxic, and then I said like, you did this toxic thing. And she's like, no, I didn't do that. And then we'd get into an argument. It would go into an argument, and then she would like say what she did. And I was like, you just admitted what you fucking did. So you did that, and then you also lied to me. You fucking lied about it. You knew what you did, and you lied about it. And like caught her in a lie. She's like, yeah, I did lie. it's like, bro, why should I care about you? Why should I respect you as a human being? You're terrible. Also, she's a huge narcissist, so she has this big victim complex where she has to be a victim. She has to be the good person, and like, I'm evil. It is. I think maybe she's only ever acknowledged that she's done wrong maybe once or twice. Like, she's incapable of taking responsibility for her actions or acknowledging bad shit she's done. It's crazy. It's like a kid who like keeps shitting on the teacher's desk, and you fucking keep spanking him, and you're like, why did you fucking shit on their desk? And he's like, I didn't do that. And he just keeps doing it. And it's like, what is wrong with you? Like, your brain is not fully developed.
She definitely needs to go to like a fucking mental asylum, like,
for real.
She needs.
And the thing is too, she works with mentally handicapped people.
Wow.
And I'm like, okay, that's a weird job for you specifically to be in. And also, it's also a shitty fucking job, okay? Because they like fling shit at each other and like need to be bathed and shit and do all this stuff and act up because they're mentally challenged people. And so every time she describes her job to me, I'm like, Jesus Christ, your job fucking sucks. And she like gets upset by that too when I say that. Like, she got upset by that. And it's like, bro, I don't really want to hear. Like, she's like, oh, this funny thing happened. Like, these two of my patients or whatever were arguing or something, and then like he like pulled his pants down and started sucking his cock, and I was like, I don't really care about hearing that. Like, I don't really want to know about. I don't want to be depressed. I don't want to hear. Well, no, it wasn't like that. Like, it would be some shit like someone shit on the floor or something.
Oh,
but it's like, that's kind of depressing. That's not really like interesting. I don't like care about that.
Dude, if someone actually told me, like, yeah, two of my patients were arguing and they pulled their pants down and started sucking each other's cocks.
That'd be funny.
Yeah.
But that was that. That's what I had to fucking deal with because I was down bad. That's the problems you get for being down bad, I guess.
Is you have to deal with women like that, and that's still your fault.
I guess. I mean, yeah, I should have kept it going. I kept it going because I was bored.
Yeah, that's fair.
And that's the thing is too. I mean, as I haven't had a girlfriend for 2 years, and I haven't been on a date since, when was my last date? It was October. And so, yeah, loneliness does that to you, where you're just kind of like, well, no one else is giving me a chance right now, so I'll just go to the only fucking person who wants me, which is this crazy girl, and try to entertain that idea. So, it's that's the consequences of being down bad, I suppose. So I'll be like that.
Well, I don't want to say any of my other topics because I'm like looking at them and they're terrible. But
bruh.
One of my topics is peeing in the pool.
Peeing in the pool.
You ever pee
One
in the
time
pool?
I was with my dad, and I was in the pool, and there was like these two hot girls, and I just really had to pee, and he was like, "Bro, just fucking piss in the pool." And I was like, I'd never done it before, so I was like trying to focus, and I was like, "Oh, pee pee, come out of my pee pee," and I started peeing, and I was like, "I'm doing it," and then I yelled that out, and the two hot girls are like looking like, "Oh shit," and they both got out and left, and my dad was like, "God damn it." I was like, "I'm doing it. I pissed it in the
That's an
bowl."
amazing fucking story. I'm glad I brought that up. I'm doing it. So my ex, I don't know how this got brought up, but she was talking about how, basically, like when she was a kid, her sister peed in the pool somewhere, and but they told her like either they put a chemical in the water that turns it blue, and she didn't believe it, and she pissed and it turned blue. And so ever since then, my ex never peed in a pool, like ever, because she was scared of that. And when she was telling me that, I was like, bitch, like I've pissed in every single pool I've ever gotten into.
Jesus.
Like I've pissed
Well,
and it has never turned blue.
okay, well, you're nasty. But yeah, that shit didn't turn blue either for me.
It's like, what do you want me? You want me to get up, get out of the water, and go to the bathroom?
That's either for
No.
public pools, or maybe that used to be a thing. They took that out because too many people were pissing in the pools and embarrassing those fucking people.
Well, like that was when they were kids.
Oh,
When the water turned blue,
yeah, they probably took it out because they're like, bro,
people just do it
you're
anyway.
just fucking exposing people.
Yeah. Because like, who
So,
the fuck cares? Like, I don't open my mouth underwater, and no one else should. Like,
well, you're putting your face through the fucking water if you dive
yeah, and then
below.
you take a shower when you get out. That's what happens when you go to the pool. I guarantee you, it's so much worse when you go swim in a lake or the ocean.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I don't know. People are just they're pussies, I suppose. 'Cause pee is also not bad to
It's
be
literally
on your
just
skin.
literally pee has it's supposed to have absolutely zero bacteria, and it's sterile.
Yeah,
So
I pee on
yeah,
myself all the
like
time.
yeah,
When I have
all
an
over
open
my
wound, I
belly.
just start peeing on it.
No, when I'm laying down in bed and don't want to get up to go to the bathroom,
Bro, my
just
bed
piss
is
on my belly.
soaked. It is
Just put, an,
soaked.
just put another blanket down.
Like literally, when you walk into my room, you just hear all your feet. It's just soaked. Everything is soaked. Like it's yeah. Like at first, it was just my bed, but it dripped down onto my carpet, so it's just everything is
You
just all sloshy
walked
in there.
in.
So, yeah, I'm trying to keep it maintained in my room, but it's trying to go to the rest of my house.
Yeah, that's the worst part.
Like my
I
walls
hate
turned
that.
yellow.
It's like you have friends that come over. Yeah, and then your
I
mom
started
asks
pissing
if
on
you
my
puked.
walls, and they started turning yellow.
Your mom asks if you like threw up. You say yeah.
Yeah, I threw up on the carpet on my bed because I didn't feel like getting up. I also have a bunch of shit in my bed and cockroaches. Bro, I had this friend. I don't know if I even I feel like I told you this. No, maybe I told Brian. But I had a friend, he was my yeah, I think I did tell you. It was that guy who tried to arm wrestle you. And he was
I
friends.
remember him.
He was friends. He was cringy, but he
Dr. Sus.
and he was friends with my drug dealer, my weed
Oh yeah.
dealer in high school. And he said that one time he went to that his nickname is Blue. Everyone called him Blue. And everybody and one time he went to Blue's house, and in Blue's house he said that there's like mold and shit on like his fucking tiles in his kitchen and shit, and there'd be like cockroaches everywhere. And he went to his room, and in his bed there was cockroaches in his bed. There was cockroaches in his fucking bed. It was
Yeah,
fucking
you told me
crazy.
that story. That's fucking disgusting.
It's like, damn, I already know where he's pissing. He has the right idea.
That's
He knows his
fucking
priorities.
Sigma male.
That was before even Sigma meals were a thing, so he was like
Yeah, he was like the
a
proto
trendsetter.
Sigma.
Yeah, pretty cool guy in my opinion.
Yeah, really cool. Like I'd hang out with him. I wouldn't go to his house, but I'd hang out with him.
Do you have any like awkward stories where you tried to ask out a girl and it didn't go well? Did that ever fucking happen to you? Because you're a fucking goddamn, I'm the ladies' man.
Yeah, but they're all like they're not memorable for me because they never bothered me, and they're not like I don't consider them super awkward because it was just like a no, I'm good and okay, man. Like
Oh, mine have been fucking awkward.
yeah, because
It's fucking bullshit.
because you got no game.
I do have fucking game. They're just bitches. Yeah, that's a different story for the time. But the last time I tried to ask a girl out, I was at the arcade, and
My God, actually, I actually have one that is really, really, really bad. It's
Jesus.
really, really bad. It wasn't per se asking a girl out. It was I met a girl on Tinder, and she wanted me to like meet her. So I went over to her parents' house
Oh God.
one night after work. After I got off at 10 o'clock, and she was like, "Oh, well, I'm just gonna sneak out the window because I don't want them to." So she
Oh my
snuck out the
God.
window, and we were just kind of like talking, just walking around the neighborhood. And she's like, "Come out this way," and we just went walking, and she saw like we walked down some like dirt road, in between like houses and shit, and she mentioned something to like she had a friend that lived in one of those houses, and he was like some fucking fat autistic fucking gay dude, and she like said hi to him, and he was like hi, and then he comes out and he's fucking walking with us,
Oh my
and
God.
he's like talking about like, so there's this guy that I met on Grinder, talking about shit
Jesus.
like that. And then he started flirting with me, and I was just
Oh my
like,
God.
oh my God, this is fucking annoying as fuck. And they end up walking to some house that was like, she considered it to be like her friend's house. It was these two people that like invited us into their backyard. And it was like this dude who was like this like super like yeah, I'm the type of Chad that like I wouldn't be surprised if I saw him pick up a rat and bite its head off, like fucking sleeveless shirts, buzz cut kind of fucking kid, you know,
Oh my
like
God.
fucking that, yeah, and his like girlfriend that was
Want to see my dead animal
that
collection?
his like girlfriend that looked like a crack whore, and like a newly crack whore, and so like we're sitting there, and I have no desire to speak to anyone except for like this girl that I came here to talk to. And these two people, like this couple, are complete assholes, and they're just shitting on the gay dude and the girl that I went to meet.
What the
And she's
hell?
like kind of like shy, and but like, yeah, they're just fucking bullies. And like this girl like believed that they were friends, and they were clearly not friends. You know, I'm sitting there and I'm like just so fucking annoyed. And they're like, "Do you want some weed?" And I said, "Sure." So like they were instantly just cool to me, and they gave me some weed, and I smoked some weed, and I'm still sitting there. And this fucking gay dude, they're literally just bullying the fuck out of him, and then like slide like comments towards her like all night, left and right. And I'm like sitting there, and at some point they said something that like actually bothered me about them, that was like, okay, I don't know y'all and I don't know y'all's relationship, but like that was fucked, you know. And I was like, yeah, I was like, man, that was fucked up, and you need to sit your ass down and I don't know, go fucking suck your cock somewhere else. And the gay dude was like, hey, they're my friends. And
What the?
I was like, no, they're fucking not. Like, they're assholes. And then he was like, the dude was like, all right, you need to get out of here, buddy. And I was like, I'll fucking walk away right now. There's nothing that makes me want to stay right now. And so I'm like, to this girl, I'm like, do you want to just leave? And she was like, yeah, okay. So we start walking away, and we get like halfway down the block, and she was like, I can't leave. I forget the gay dude's name, but she's like, I can't just leave him over there with them. Like, I really can't leave him with them, because she was worried about him. So I was like, all right, let's go back. So we turn around and we go back. And when I get out there, the fucking chick was like slapping him. Like she'd
What
like
the-
slap him like fucking hard in the face. Like his face is red, and he would like laugh and be like, I can take it. And then like the dude would slap him, and like they're fucking beating the shit out of this fucking
What the
conscious
hell?
dude.
How
And
old
I was
are
like-
these people?
They're like 20.
What?
And I was
Oh
like,
my
fucking,
God.
and I was like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? Stop. And they're like, oh, he likes it. And I looked and I was like, whose idea was it to play this slap game? And the gay dude was like, oh, it was theirs. I was like, of fucking course it was. And I was like, are you enjoying this fucking game? And he was like, I mean, I guess. And then the dude, like the fucking edgy dude that's so cool, started walking up to me getting mad, and he pulled out a switchblade. Like he had like a knife, like a little knife in his pocket. And he starts walking up to me, and he's like, all right, dude, like you have made this night so much worse than it ever needed to be. You've been nothing but a little piece of shit left and right. And he's like up in my face holding a knife. And I'm just standing there like, you are fucking threatening me. Like, that's what I'm thinking in my head as he's like trying to like talk to me, calling me an asshole. And I just punch him in the face. I literally like, I grabbed his wrist and punched him in the face. And he like took a few steps back. I took steps forward and punched him again and pulled the knife out of his hand and just threw it over the fence. And then the girl like puts her hands on her face. She's like, ah! And, like, fucking starts running away.
Which girl?
The girl that was with that dude.
Okay.
And she starts like running away. And so I was like, all right, bro, fucking get up, go after her. And he was like, where's my knife? And I was like, I threw it over the fucking fence. He's like, you owe me a new knife. And I fucking punched him again. I was like, get the fuck out of here. So
what in the world?
He ran away. And I went up to so they ran off. And I went up to the gay dude again. And I was like, are you okay? You know, because he was doing nothing but annoying me all night too. But I wasn't just going to watch this kid get bullied by these two fucks. So I was like, are you okay? And he was like, yeah, I'm all right. But I've never seen anyone like stand up to those two before. And I was like, they're fucking losers. After that, it was just like, I calmed down, you know, and I was like, all right, let's just go. So we go walk the dude back to his house, and then I walk her back to her house. And by the end of the night, I'm like, I don't ever want to see you again. I wasted so much time here. It was really fucking annoying and cringy for me all night. Like, I was like, you have a good night. Don't message me. Just laughed.
God. Jesus Christ. That literally sounded like a fucking side quest. You
Yeah.
just did a fucking side quest and got no reward out of it.
Literally was. It was fucking
so
crazy.
Weird. Oh my God. Well, bitches be shopping.
I think I didn't tell you that story like after it happened, because that was when I still lived in my you remember my apartment that like I had my own little room?
Yeah.
That like that was when I lived there. So I'm pretty sure I didn't tell you that because I was like still like, what the fuck?
No, I remembered it different. Like, I'm pretty sure you told me that, but I thought like what I remembered was like you said like a gay guy was hitting on you and you like punched the gay guy or some shit. I don't even know.
Oh, no, that was the guy that I fucking remember. I fucking pushed him down the stairs. No.
What? Oh yeah.
It was a gay guy in high school that I was walking down the stairs. It was like U-shaped stairs that I was going down. So there's like a platform in the middle halfway down the stairs. And I'm walking and I'm just minding my own business. I have my headphones in and I bump into him and he like starts fucking yelling at me. And I turn around and I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like, and so he's standing like at the top of the stairs. And he's just fucking yelling at me, and I'm like, as he's yelling at me, I'm just kind of like looking for a way around him, you know. And he's like, "Hey, pay attention! Like, listen to me," because it's like flooded with like students, like it's like shoulder to shoulder students everywhere. And I just pushed him because I couldn't, because I couldn't fucking, I couldn't get around him. So I literally just pushed him, and he fell down the fucking stairs backwards. Oh man, and I never got in trouble
like
for
shit
it or
to you though. He
anything.
was like being all gay and shit, saying something to you.
And he was like calling
like,
me
watch
like
where
a
you're
piece of
going.
shit. Yeah, saying like watch where you're going, shit like that. I can't remember. Yeah, it was just stupid shit like that. Like, watch where you're fucking going. Like, you think you're so cool because you're not a faggot.
And then you're just like, ah! He's like breaking all his bones down the stairs.
Yeah, like I was more of an asshole at one point.
Jesus, my goodness. Well, so all in all, today we've learned that women be crazy, women's friends be crazy, and push gay people down the stairs. So I'd say that's a good moral to give to our viewers.
I would say that the 0% podcast is a good podcast that everyone can listen to.
Sure.
Yeah, it's a podcast for everyone. We are inclusive.
Sure.
So,
go with
thank you for listening to the 0% podcast. My name is Jake.
I actually did have another guest.
Oh, that reminds me.
Bring him on. What?
The guest.
Waiting.
Yeah.
No, bring him on right now.
Hello, I'm glad to be on here on the 0% podcast.
Oh my God.
I'm
Donald
a big
Trump?
fan. Yes, it's actually Donald Trump with a T. I'm very glad to be on here. I'm a big fan of
Hey Donald.
0% podcast.
I just wanted to let you know, you and Ethan,
Yeah.
that next week we're gonna have a guy named Will from the Wrong is the New Right podcast.
This Will guy
guest.
does not sound like a great guy. In my opinion, he sounds like someone who would try to kill himself with a box cutter. And that's not someone who I would have under my employment. I would fire them instantly.
Well,
is he
good.
from China?
Yeah.
Is he a Chinaman? I don't like those people very much.
All right. Well,
All right.
Donald Trump. My name is Jake. I'm from. You may know me as Dildo Master Jake from Dildos and Douglos, the D&D campaign with the Who's Right campaign. So.
I'm Ethanol, and I am also known as Project Comics. I make a web comic. It is gonna be updated really soon. I should probably, by the time this is uploaded, have some updates out in terms of like what's going on with that. And it's pretty cool. It's a superhero web comic, and find out more on Instagram at Project Comics.
And I am Donald Trump. I'm going to be running for president in 2024. And I was not behind the January 6th riots or whatever. That was not me. They did that on their own free will.
There's Donald, there's a video evidence of you.
You're very special. You're all very special. Some of you do some bad things. Some of you don't. That's why we live in America. But I love you. You're all very special. And I hope you vote for me.
Donald, I'm gay.
I love the gays. I'm going to come over there and give you a great big kiss.
I don't want to kiss. I don't want to kiss.
I love you, and I'm going to give you a great big kiss.
I don't, just because I'm gay, I don't really want to kiss from you.
We need to put up a wall against all the gay people and all the straight people so we can all live in peace. And I'll come over the wall sometimes and give you all a great big kiss.
You're gonna give
touch her right in the pussy, slap her right in the pussy,
grab her,
grab her by the pussy.
Know. We know.
I'm a big fan of the 0% podcast, but personally, I would call it the 100% podcast because I make 100% profits. I never go zero. It's not very profitable. You got to make 100. You can't go zero.
Okay. Donald.
I like this guy. He's spitting facts right now.
Ethan,
you're very special.
Ethan, I think he's fucking annoying. He needs to go away.
I'm running for president again, 2024. I'm not on Twitter, so go to donaldtrump.com to talk to me.
We need to get rid of him.
You got to go to donaldtrump.com?
Yes, I'm not on Twitter or Facebook.
Get rid of this guy.
All right, Donald. I have to say goodbye.
Oh my God.
I'm trying to run my campaign. This is a good platform for me to run my campaign.
Fuck you, Donald Trump.
0% podcast, Ethan and Jake, some funny ass dudes.